the average, the mediocre, the moderate, the regular, the ordinary. Films that are neither good nor bad. Films that just leave such a small, insignificant impression on you that you may as well have not seen them at all. That's what this list is dedicated for. Because I have seen so many movies this year that I can honestly make a full-on top 10 list of the most meh movies of 2015. Meh. Alright, so this one's gonna be a little interesting. When I filled out the other films, when I was ranking best to worst, I literally just did it to where I pick out a movie, put it in a spot. Then I pick out a second movie and say, is it better than worse or worse than this? And I put it there. Is this movie better than both of them, worse than both of them, or it goes in the middle? And I just kind of sort that out. And after a while, once everything's like nice and clearly ordered, it's pretty easy to see bottom 10 is the worst, top 10 is the best. But how do I determine the meh? Movies that just don't have any kind of impression on you? Well, to be honest, this order is going to be semi-random. I am still going to assign them numbers, of course, but the way I'm going to do it is I'm literally just going to pick out whatever one catches my interest when I'm looking at the list of them. I already have the ones selected for which ones are going to be picked, but whichever one just I see and I go, I have something to say about it, I'll say that. Because through my reasoning, whichever one is left, that clearly must be the most meh movie, because I have the least to say about it. So, let's begin. Number 10, Max. It's literally Cop Dog. It's like a Cop Dog remake. Also, it's incredibly dull and almost nothing happens. It's Cop Dog. Oh boy. Yeah, it Max. Bleh. Number 9, The Letters. It had some good moments in there. I mean, as I said, some inspiring times, but for the most part, it was just pretty good. Nothing too extraordinary, just it's good. It's alright. Yeah. Number 8, American Ultra. Supposedly the director thinks that the box office fall of this is due to Hollywood not appreciating originality or something. I don't know. This was a movie about like stoners and like sleeper agents and stuff, and I don't know, I just didn't find it that interesting. Yeah, honestly, that's about it. Number 7, The Night Before. Yeah, it's a movie with those guys, and it's Christmas, and The Night Before Christmas has a message about Christmas, and I honestly forgot most of what happened in this movie, and I saw it less than a month ago, so that's impressive. I don't know, I remember it being... I think I remember it being kind of bad at the beginning, but it got a little better. I don't know. But it's The Night Before, I guess. Number 6, Maze Runner, The Scorched Trials. Yeah, first Maze Runner was pretty cool. Not sure it, well, yeah, I guess it needed a sequel. I mean, it kind of foreshadowed that there was more to the story, but the more we got is just kind of more confusing and not really enticing me to want to see more. It's just kind of making me wonder if it can possibly cover up all the plot holes. That's honestly about it. Meh. Number 5, The Big Short. Once again, I don't hate the movie. I don't think I do. It's just... it just kind of badgers the audience. And it has a good message, but it's badgering the audience. And after the movie, I just kind of start forgetting all the things I heard. And I honestly think that if you watched it, you'd be more confused about the 2008 housing bubble than before, and it's already kind of a confusing subject. So, yeah, I guess it leans more towards the side of bad, but, in the end, it's just... Number 4, Ricky and the Flash. Well, it was pretty fun, and, I have to admit, I had a good time watching it, and... it's a movie for moms, and that's okay. But in the end, after you see it, it's just... kind of forget about it. Just in the background, really. Nothing really more to say. It's just... yeah, it's just there. It exists. It's another spot on Meryl Streep's resume. It's great, I guess. Not much more to mention. Number 3, Burnt. Bradley Cooper. He's a chef. He's an obsessive chef, and he's trained, and I don't remember a damned thing about it. I don't remember anything more beyond that. He's a chef, and he's obsessive, and he's Bradley Cooper, and he has creepy eyes. But that goes without saying. What do you want from me? This is a list of meh movies. I can't say that much about them because they're meh. Come on, let's move on. Let's wrap this up. Meh. Number 2, The Longest Ride. Did I see this? Okay. It's, what was this? Oh, yeah, now I remember. It's that movie about this, girl from New York, I think, and she falls in love with a cowboy dude. Oh, now I remember. Like, most of the movie's kind of boring and stupid, and then the middle part, like, we're seeing, like, this way better love story between, like, 2 Jewish people. Yeah, I don't remember anything about it. So, yeah. And now, before we get to number 1, there are, believe it or not, honorable mentions. Monkey Kingdom. The only reason this kind of got off the list is because I just have a soft spot for it. I mean, they made a story out of literally just watching monkeys on their day-to-day lives. And they tried their hardest, and they clearly, like, they were probably sitting out there for, like, months just watching monkeys. And I can't just call them meh. That's kind of cool. But, it's not a great film. But what can you expect? It's made with monkeys. I didn't have the heart to just put it onto the list proper. Secret in Their Eyes. This movie is definitely more on the side of bad. And that honestly helped keep it off the list, because if it wasn't for the fact that I kind of hate it a little, it would definitely be on the meh, because, geez, I had no idea what they're trying to get across here. And, yeah, the confusing part is I haven't seen the original movie, but just judging from plot synopsis, it sounds like a totally different movie, so why bother making a different... bother addressing it as a remake? But, I don't know. Maybe maybe it actually does have more in common and I need to see it. I don't know. This movie doesn't make me want to see any other movie just because it's so dull and confusing and has terrible choices. Yeah. Cinderella. This one's kind of an enigma. I was originally planning on making it number 1, but it's kind of a paradox because I was actively thinking about it as making it number 1, so it kind of brought itself out of the list as I was planning to make it number 1. So it's like a back and forth paradox, a paradoxical journey. It's so lame. I still maintain my theory that it was written by a computer that knows nothing of art or of personality or of emotion or of audience connecting with anything. It only knows how to write movie. That's what it feels like. It has no soul. It has no anything. It's just the blandest of the bland. And the number 1 most meh movie of 2015 is Aloha. That's another Bradley Cooper movie, isn't it? Yeah, two different Bradley Coopers on the meh list. That says something. Not sure what. Let's see, Aloha. See, I can only remember snippets of what I said about it, and that is it's basically a really pretentious romantic comedy. Yeah, that's all I remember. It's in Hawaii, I think, and stuff happens. I think there's like an orbital nuke or something. Which, by the way, orbital weapons are just a very silly idea in general, just because, their orbits are very predictable and they could easily be taken down. It's because it's very easy to calculate where it will be in several years in advance, so, it's a pretty dumb idea, but they stop it thanks to, Hawaiian gods or something. And that's my pick for the top 10 most meh movies of 2015. So yeah, they leave the least impression, and I guess technically that makes them the worst. Huh. Kinda weird when you think about it. So yeah, I'll leave some sort of prediction for most Mav next year. And until next time, I'm Glenn Dyer, and you have been watching a Dyer-Situation.
That's the way you do it. You play the guitar on the MTV. That ain't working.